How healthy is our food nowadays? As modern society continues to find ways to make food production cheaper and faster, the quality of our food also continues to decline. There is a very real reason why there are now advocacies against processed food. It seems that food manufacturers have completely forgotten their ethical obligation to consumer health, ignoring warnings from the medical establishment about adding too much sugar and preservatives to food. What's happening to processed food? These past few years, consumer wellness organizations have monitored a steady climb in the amount of additives that manufacturers add to common food items and beverages like bread, soda, and even yogurt. That's why it's best to keep away from any food or beverage that lasts more than a week in the cupboard. Imagine what they put in food that can last for 2 years in storage. How much sugar are we really consuming? The amount of sugar present in our food nowadays is especially worrying, because current medical studies have uncovered some very real dangers of regularly consuming table sugar. Refined sugars and HFCS, high fructose corn syrup, can be found in pancake mixes, chocolate, candies, cured meats, potato snacks, cupcakes, marshmallows, and almost any other food or beverage that you can think of. A single serving of regular soda contains an average of 10 teaspoons of table sugar. If you think that isn't much, try consuming 10 teaspoons of sugar at home. Do you feel nauseated already? That's what soda companies have been using to flavor sodas for more than 4 decades now. Some 40 years ago, people thought that consuming table sugar only increased your likelihood of developing bad teeth and diabetes. Newer studies have now linked sugar to numerous health conditions, including metabolic syndrome and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder (ADHD). This video is to emphasize the importance of having the latest information on the food that we eat, to help people make better food choices every day. What are the real dangers of sugar? Sugar is one of the deadliest additives in food today. Here's why. Heart threat. Sugar has been shown to affect the involuntary muscle activity of the heart. A molecule found in ordinary table sugar called G6P has a negative impact on the heart tissue at the cellular level. Excess consumption of sugar and a sedentary lifestyle can increase a person's risk of developing heart failure. Heart failure often claims people's lives in less than a decade after diagnosis. Belly fat. There has been an alarming rise in obesity rates in teenagers and small children these past few decades. One of the major contributing factors to this trend is an increase in the consumption of fructose. Fructose is an inexpensive form of sugar used in soda, ice cream, cookies, and even bread products. Fructose appears to boost the growth of visceral fat or the fat found in our midsections. When a child develops mature visceral fat early in life, he or she has a higher risk of being obese in adulthood. Deadly appetite. Our bodies are naturally equipped with mechanisms that tell us when to stop eating. Studies show that sugar has found a way to suspend those natural mechanisms. Consuming foods and beverages rich in sugar contributes to the development of a condition called leptin resistance. When a person has leptin resistance, they don't feel full and satisfied with moderate amounts of food. So they continue consuming excessive amounts of food every time they eat. Our bodies also have a tough time detecting the presence of sugar in beverages. It's difficult for the body to send a signal that you already consumed a lot of calories from soda or juices, because this substance just doesn't register the same way as other types of food. Toxic to the liver. Excessive consumption of table sugar and other variants like high fructose corn syrup can disturb normal liver function, which can then lead to liver disease. Medical researchers have discovered that fructose and other sugars make use of the same metabolic channels that ethanol uses, which makes it just as dangerous as alcohol. The real dangers of sugar come from our lack of awareness of how much sugar is in how much of what we are eating, of how much it controls behavioral mechanisms that encourage more sugar eating, of how it's processed in the body and how much it taxes our system when we eat it, A little sugar isn't going to kill you. But sugar at the level we are blindly consuming it in our culture is leading to the high rates of preventable diseases and conditions that all of us see in and around our lives every day.